I spent 20 days in hardcore Minecraft, and this is what happened. Since I play on Bedrock, there is no official hardcore Minecraft game mode. So what I did was I put it on hard mode, and then I said if I die, I would delete the world. This video was inspired by TheNotable. Go check him out. He has, I think, 2 or 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and he is currently working on 3,000 days. This was so inspired by him. So please like and subscribe for 50 days, which I will start making here soon. Anyway, let's get started. Day 1 started with me cutting down a tree. It was a pretty basic day 1 for anyone starting out Minecraft, and I just cut out the tree. This tree gave me, I think, 5 or 6 pieces of wood. 4, actually. I then chopped down another tree and decided to find a good place to build. But on the way to a good place, I found a ruined portal. I saw that it was crying obsidian at the bottom, so I knew I couldn't complete it. I knew I could probably complete it with the lava, though. There was a bunch of good stuff in this chest. When I was filming, I didn't notice this, but there's a clock in here which I should have grabbed, so I know when it was nighttime and stuff. I then made some tools, made a quick little base, and started up on the roof. After I got started on that stuff, I then went to go explore around just to go see if I could find anything else that'd be useful to me. I then went mining a little bit and got some iron and stuff. Nothing too good, and I went to bed on night 1. Day 2 started off by me exploring a little bit more, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, there were some skeletons there, so I decided I would go take it out with my shield and my sword. The skeleton was pretty easy to take out. It only did a heart of a half damage to me. I then smelted some iron, and I was going to smelt the iron to make a full set of tools plus some armor. After I smelted, then I went back and went to sleep for day number 2. Day 3 started off by me just walking around trying to find some food. But I ended up going over here to go AFK. A dolphin led me to a buried treasure somewhere over here. I couldn't find it, so I gave up on it after a few minutes, but then I made a double chest because I needed some place to store my stuff. I then placed down everything I didn't need into my chest. I made sure I kept the stuff I needed just in case. And as I was making my tools on day, I think it was 1 or 2, I actually made 2 wood axes, so that's why you can see 2 wood axes in my inventory there. On day 4, I was exploring and I found a village. I looted some of the beds from the village. It was abandoned, which is a shame. So I looted some of the beds off the village. I then looted the barrels from the fishing place, and head out from the village for day 4. On the way from home from day 4, I noticed my clock mistake, and I went back in the chest and grabbed the clock. It was getting nighttime, so I went to bed on day 4. Day 5 was a very climatic day. Day 5 started with me getting a water bucket immediately. And after I got a water bucket, I went to the nether. When I got into the nether, I traded with piglins basically the whole time, as well as did a little bit of exploring around in the nether. I cut most of that part out because that would have made the video too boring and too long. But as you see here, I got in a fight with a piglin and got pretty low. Hoglin, my bad, not piglin. Hoglin. So I came over here to go explore over here a little bit more, and I walked into fire. I had a feeling I was going to be pretty low from the fire and might even die, so I flashed fire resistance on me. I got into a risky fight with the ghast. Even if I would have got knocked into lava, I would have been fine, but at one point, it knocked me down to 2 hearts, the ghast. I went across the lava, and went back to the overworld. But wait, remember how I said I was trading with piglins? This would come in important here in a minute. So I'm just finding a ghast, and I go into my portal, and he shoots my portal out, and I'm now stuck in the nether since my flint and steel broke when I was going in. But luckily, since I was trading with piglins, I got fire charges. And I went back into the overworld safe and sound. The rest of day 5 was spent me fighting mobs outside my house. It was really risky. I got down to 2 hearts from skeletons and zombies creeping up on me the whole entire time. It was very scary. Day 6 started with me crafting over a stack and 19 of bread, which is about 83 bread. I sped up the footage, but I came back to the overworld after going to the nether, and I didn't really get anything too good. I just looked what I had in my chest, went to the barrels, and made something very important. An oak fence gate. Why? Because I started walking on a fence. It ended up getting kind of dark, and I wanted to go to bed on day 7, on the late night of day 6. So I ended up going to bed and resuming my walk the next day. So here we go to bed on day 6. I kind of have everything for day 7 because nothing exciting really happened except for me finishing up my fences. Stuff like that. I wanted to get day 8 I was struggling trying to get some cows into the pen. When I finally got a few, and I know I didn't get all of them, I only got 3 out of 5, I trapped them in, and I would start bringing them soon. Day 9 through 10 were both mining sessions, and I found a total of a bunch of diamonds. As you can see here, a zombie almost knocked me into lava, which is not very good. But as you can see, I'm mining diamonds here. When I originally did this, based off my stupidity, I missed a diamond at the bottom there. Don't worry, I came back for it later. I then got more diamonds, so really, I got a bunch of diamonds, as you can see here, just from the footage. As you can see, I made a diamond pickaxe so I could get obsidian to make an enchantment table. As you can see, I went back and got that one, meaning that I had about 16 diamonds. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, I'm not too sure. And then crafting some armor and tools, and I then went to go grab some water to finish up my infinite water source in my sugarcane farm. Days 11 through 13 started with me finding a shipwreck, getting some bamboo, as well as some suspicious stew. I started to drown, so I had to quickly come back up from the depths of the shipwreck, but everything was fine. I got everything I really needed. As I was exploring around, I found a desolate temple right next to the village. It had an enchanted golden apple and a normal golden apple in there. It was so stacked. I then looted the rest of the chest, as you guys can see here. There's really nothing good in any of these. I might take the gunpowder in 50 days, but who knows. So, I started my way back up from the temple. As you can see here, I'm using a water strat to get back up. I thought I was going to have to do one more, but that actually connected to that. I had an enderman, but I didn't quite know what enderman was, so I didn't really worry about it right now. I fell back in and I got back out. And days, I think 12 through 13, we're back in the mine again. I found some more diamonds, as you guys can see here. I found so many diamonds throughout these 20 days. Like, I didn't find too many diamonds, because I would have had full diamond armor if I would have. And I didn't have full diamond armor by the end of these 20 days. I only had mostly diamond armor, I'm pretty sure. There we go, I found 8 more diamonds on days 12 through 13. It was a pretty successful mining trip. I found another huge cave, but I'm not sure that had any diamonds. On the way home, I found an acacia village over there. Day 13 was sped up because I was making an enchantment area around my base. As you can see, on day 1 or 2 there was a creeper explosion here, so I decided to make the best of it, make it look good, pretty good, and make it an enchantment area. I finished leveling out the area and tried to make it look pretty good. I got banned from other parts of my sword, so I redid it and saw my choice was Smite, Knockback, and Sharpness. I just chose the Sharpness one option, but I will upgrade this later in this 20 days. I just didn't include it, but I did update it. I then enchanted some of my armor, as well as after that, I made a diamond chestplate and also enchanted that. I just cut that out of the video as well. Days 14 and 15 was spent exploring around the Acacia Village that I found on days, I think, day 12. I then, on my way home, found a horse on the late day of day 15. It took me a few attempts to tame the horse, but I finally tamed the horse. It looked like a pretty fast horse from what I've seen so far, and it was. I then took it back home at the end of day 15, of 14 and 15, and I did that. As you can see, on day, I think it was 13, I re-enchanted my sword, and now I'm going to be heading to bed on day 15. Day 16 through 17 was mostly just netherite mining, so I'm going to just speed up the footage until I'm done netherite mining. headed back up to the surface, so on day 18 I immediately made the netherite pickaxe that I would wanted. So then I went to go harvest my bamboo, but I didn't see a creeper and it blew up, and it broke just 3 pieces of bamboo. After that I went exploring with my new horse, Andrew. Me and my new horse, Andrew, would have so much connection. He would stay everywhere. Just kidding. He would wander off whenever I left him somewhere. Which doesn't mean he doesn't like me, he just likes wandering away because I didn't put him on a leash. On a lead, my bad, not leash. This was really cool for me to be over here, since this is where I spawned into the world originally. It was just cool to be over here. There was a huge ocean I wanted to take him across. So I made sure I brought him across the ocean, but it did take a little while to bring him across the ocean, so I cut that part out of the video. And I'll be back from the other side of the ocean. So we traveled across the ocean and I found the ocean ruin over here. I wanted to bring him to the ocean ruin, instead of just leaving him on that island, because I knew he could probably wander a few hundred blocks. So I took him over to the ocean ruin, and that ocean ruin was a buried treasure map, which had this stuff in the buried treasure. The rest of day 18 was I was trying to find a different buried treasure. I couldn't find it though, and I ended off day 18 looking. Day 19, I found it, and it did have some pretty good stuff. Just my inventory was full. I picked up the stuff and found my horse after searching for a few minutes. The horse wandered away from me as I said it would in the previous day. So, me and Andrew found our way back home pretty easily, since I remember the coordinate. I was only about 400 blocks away from home at this point. We made it home on day 19. Day 20 was mostly spent in the nether exploring, but since I didn't find anything, I just cut it all out. And that ended day 20 of Hardcore Minecraft. I then looked through barrels to see everything I've accomplished in these 20 days. I think I did good for the first 20 days of Hardcore Minecraft. And that is where I ended off day 20. I hope you guys enjoyed 20 days of Hardcore Minecraft. I know I did. So if you guys also did, please like and subscribe. It really means the world to me. And I will start making 50 days here soon, so do not worry about that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.